I'm Damien Dugdale. Here we are down on one of our allotments, one of our two allotments where we grow quite a lot of our produce. At the moment we've been harvesting Brussels sprouts, and this week we have the game fortnight on, part of British Game Fortnight, and that's where we specialise in all the game dishes that are available: rabbit, pheasant, partridge, venison and pigeon and grouse. They're all available for this fortnight, and it's the only time throughout the year when they're all available. So with that in mind, one of the dishes we're doing is with a pheasant, breast of pheasant, and we take the fresh Brussels sprouts that we grow here, and we break them down and we use them almost like you would do a cabbage laid under the breast, which we'll show you later in the kitchen. It's important to have local fresh produce because it gives us traceability to our produce. You know, buying it from wholesalers. My dream was to buy it, grow our own, a bit like a modern good life, where we grow our own vegetables and we use them in a commercial sense in the kitchen for the bistro and the functions. There's various vegetables we grow down here, from cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, beans, all variety of beans and peas. We've got broccoli growing on through here, baby carrots we use, and they're all part of the menu over at the Red Lion Pub and Bistro. So what we're serving in the allotment today, we're going to serve you a whole roast pheasant served on the sprouts that you saw at the allotment earlier, and we're going to serve those in the silver skinned onions with crispy bacon on a platter for two to share, served with a red cabbage and some crispy sorted new potatoes. Here we have some garlic, some rosemary, some black pepper and some salt and some butter, and we're going to crisp up the bacon with the sprouts and the silver skin onions, and we're going to saute them in a hot pan. First of all, we're going to start with the sprouts, which are obviously raw. The bacon is par cooked, so we're going to crisp that off within the sprouts. Then we're going to put the new roast potatoes into a pan and season them with some salt, garlic, pepper and rosemary. Okay, pheasant into the pan, breast down, hot searing pan. Gently turning it so you get that colour and flavour from the caramelised skin. Bit of seasoning, salt and pepper. Keep it moving, turning around so it doesn't burn or dry up at any one point. Okay, so then we're going to add some rosemary, some garlic, a bit more seasoning, some butter, black pepper all over. That's it. And then just keep it turning. Just give that a few minutes. A bit more seasoning. And then into an oven. And take the pan with the pheasant into the oven. 180 degrees for around about 20-25 minutes. Okay, so we're going to saute the Brussels sprouts. Now slice the Brussels sprouts. Put them into the pan in a searing hot pan with a little bit of oil, and then we're going to add to it some braised cabbage in a separate pan. Get that flavour starting to cook through. Keep turning the sprouts, sauteing them through, get the heat through them, just to cook them. Because of course the sprouts going in are going to be raw. Then we're going to add to those with the bacon into the sprouts. The sprouts came from the allotment we saw today. They're part of one of the vegetables we grow. They're very seasonal at the moment, and they go very well with the pheasant. very strong flavours. So the bacon, the sautéed sprouts and the silver skin onions cooked with seasoning and butter. About an hour ago exactly. They were down growing in the allotment on Walton Back Lane. Okay. Bit of butter into another pan. Get it nice and hot because we're going to stick in the part cooked new potatoes now. And they're going to cook lovely in the caramelised butter, which is clarified under the heat, with some rosemary and garlic. Get the temperature up on those. Okay, take the heat up a little bit on the sprouts and the bacon and sear them off. And those roast potatoes nicely cooking with the rosemary. Again, the garlic and the rosemary is grown in our polytunnel, so it's all local. Cabbage is grown in the allotment, red cabbage. Turn that pheasant over, it's out of the oven now, it's perfectly cooked. We've checked the temperature and that's just on 72 degrees from the inside of it, so it's perfectly cooked. I'm just going to turn these roast potatoes to make sure they get browned and golden all over. A little bit more butter in there with the sprouts just to glaze them off. Mix it through. Give them a good stir around and we're just about ready to go. Okay, so you take the pheasant out of the pan, onto the board. Let it rest. It's important to let it rest so it's nice and tender. Okay. Then we're going to add to it the sprouts with bacon and silver skins into one of the pots. Fill it right to the top. Get all those flavours in. Delicious. Okay. So now for the roast potatoes. The smell of garlic's beautiful with the rosemary with the potatoes as they go into the pan. And we pop a few more. Crispy golden exterior of those, and it's going to be scrumptious with that garlic and rosemary. Perfect with the pheasant. There we go. And they go. Bit of garlic on the top. Okay, now for the braised red cabbage. Spoon that in, fill it again to the top. It's such a sweet flavour this, it just goes great with the pheasant and the roast potatoes and the sprouts and the bacon. Onto the board. All we need now is a jug of gravy. That's it, nice, perfect. Gravy onto there, spoons to serve with, onto the board. A couple of steak knives on the side. Whole roast pheasant, rosemary, garlic, roast new potatoes with red cabbage, sprouts, bacon and silver skin onions. Why do we do Game at the Red Lion, and why the Game Festival? Well, came up with the idea at this time of the year. We use so much game in the kitchen, you know, rabbit, pheasant, partridge, venison and grouse. It's all in season for this fortnight, and we call it British Game Fortnight. So we've taken a week of that in essence, and we've turned it into something we do here, which is when we do lots of different game dishes on the menu, whether it's a rabbit terrine or a loin of venison. And we put these dishes together, and we have basically all the special board filled up with these sort of dishes. And it's been a great success. It's the second year we've operated it. We're fully booked this week for it, and now people are starting to get the gist of what we're doing and the provenance of the food and the game, where it comes from. The fact it's got low cholesterol, it's not been genetically modified in any way. It's very good, healthy for you. And you know, and people are getting the taste of it.
My name's Lisa Stones. Well, we've come up for a family meal. We live locally and come all the time, but we've come especially for the Game Festival. Wanted to try it out. And we've been sat next to the open fire, which has been lovely. And it was 6 empty plates all round, so absolutely delicious. We loved it.
How would you rate it?
10 out of 10, everything spot on. Service, menu choices, drinks, the feel of the place. It's just got a really nice feel to it. It's lovely.
One cheese board.
Oh, desserts are coming now.
Desserts are coming. Sticky toffee pudding?
Yes, please.
There we go.
And I don't normally have 3 courses. It's just, apparently it's all local produce. We've been reading the blackboard in the bar, and all the produce is from nearby. So it's stuff we've never tried before, and it was just gorgeous. You know, I've tried the pigeon and the pheasant tonight and the rabbit. Even though we've got a rabbit at home, I've tried it, but it was gorgeous.
So you're all coming again then?
Definitely. Yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back. Seafood Festival next, I think, I've heard. That's the next one.